seniors Braylon Watson and Jabri Artis, captains for Malvern tonight. Braden Youngman for Glen Rose met at midfield for the coin toss. I already had one mistake. We're good. Glen Rose won the toss, elected to receive, and Malvern will be kicking towards Bill Hunt Fieldhouse.
Okay.
So at least we haven't said that the ball's on the 51 or the 52 yet.
Not yet. We're working our way there. I did see Jacoby, the Hitman Hart, earlier. He told me to give him a shout-out.
Had a good conversation with him last night.
Yeah.
And going on another shout-out there, Ron, you said you did some arithmetic. Michael Chance assured me when I took over this that there would be no math.
Well, that was for me. He allowed me to do no math.
Okay.
You didn't get the full story. He said no Oklahoma math. That was just an unwritten rule. So.
Well, speaking of Oklahoma, I'm looking down at Malvern's new uniforms this year. Kind of has a flair towards the Oklahoma State uniforms. What do you think, Ron? Are you a little bit upset, Ron?
Don't say that.
Does it not look like
it? I hadn't even thought about that.
Does look like shades of Stillwater down there.
Go Pokes, baby.
Just stop it.
Well, we do want to mention we have our isolated player of the game tonight is going to be number 67, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, junior Leonard Leach.
Leonard Leach is a guy that has been talked about really for a couple of years now. And, last year we lost all four defensive linemen. And they were guys with big motors. They were long, athletic. Leonard's more of your typical defensive tackle, but I'm going to tell you, the coaches raved about his ability to get upfield and his initial jump off of the football. And watching him in the scrimmage last night, they were not lying. He can get in the backfield in a hurry. And when you anticipate, a new quarterback for Glen Rose, they may try to run the football a little bit more than they're accustomed to or used to. And you kind of got to figure those defensive tackles may have a big night.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, you're not going to find many people who enjoy life more than Leonard Leach. He really enjoys it. Jesus Rodea, one of my soccer players. We love him.
Okay.
81.
All right.
Has got the ball set to kick off. And your season is underway. Kick will be fielded around the 18-yard line. He gets up over 25, the 30. Got a little bit of a lane. Spins off of a tackler. Brought down by Jabri Artis.
Yeah, that was one of the Taylor brothers, number 21. That's Connor, and those couple of the kids. He had some holes there, but luckily, or fortunately, or anyway, the Leopards closed, but they've got outstanding field position start here, man.
One of the things that you kind of anticipate happening in game one is some snafus in the kicking game and in special teams, and staying in your lane, especially the first kickoff of the year, is very, very hard to do. You see football, you want to hit football. Yeah. And so, I'm just glad we made a tackle, and we're going to play some football now.
See football, hit football. Rain Bland brings Glen Rose to the line. They start with trips right, split left, bring a man in motion. Give is to one of the Taylor brothers. He's looking to throw, but he's going to be hit and brought down in the backfield by Bennett. For the Leopards.
There's one of those super sophomores, and I'm that part of that sophomore class. And boy, you could not have asked for a better start than a sack for about what was that, about 8 yards or so?
8.5, 9 yards. Yeah, and Bennett. I mean, he came in. He was basically untouched. Shucked one halfway block and just kept coming.
That's going to bring up second and long. Ball all the way back to the 34-yard line. Got tight twins on each side. Here is the give to the tailback, looking to get upfield. Crosses over the 35, near the 40, and driven back by the Leopards there. Jabri Artis landing on top of the pile. That was Dalton Taylor on the carry.
Yeah, Dalton picked up about 3.5, 4 yards, man.
Yeah, and so now, obviously a good situation for Malvern, but when you have this many sophomores, these are kind of the ones where you worry a little bit, because Sheridan in the scrimmage had a couple of third and longs that they were able to pick off with some misdirection and some picks and stuff like that. So you just got to know your role right here.
3rd and 13. Here's the snap. Fakes the give. Looking to throw. Got a man open. He's got it right around the line of scrimmage. Breaks the tackle. Now he's across the 40, 35, 30. Giving chase and drug out of bounds as he crosses the 25. I believe that was
number 21.
Connor Taylor.
Yeah, Connor Taylor went high and got the ball, made a good move, and I thought we had him, but he did a 360 and took off, man.
Yeah, and this is going to be kind of a theme maybe for the first couple of games. You know, when you have this many sophomores, could be playing as many as 8 sophomores at one time on defense. You're going to have some holes. There's going to be some film study for sure going on for the next couple of weeks.
We have a issue here with the scoreboard. Now it's back. It just kind of disappeared for a second. Malvern's going to use that opportunity to sub some players in.
Yeah, they sent our ISO player in, number 67, Leonard Leach, and looked like they sent Deshaun Carradine in also. No, it was Nathan Jones. I'm sorry.
1st and 10 from the 24. Looking to throw Bland.
That's ours.
It is broken up by Carter Martin, almost intercepted.
Yeah, and actually that probably would have been intercepted if there was more sideline. The only thing preventing him from intercepting that probably was the fact that he ran out of real estate and was trying to get his feet down.
I thought he had it because from up here, we have to brag again about our new facilities here. You can see from one end to the other.
Oh, absolutely.
Beautiful facilities.
And Carter's, we're going to say Carter's name a lot this year on offense and defense, and he's a guy that has really, really worked on his speed over the offseason.
2nd and 10, ball on the 24. Got a man split to each side. Give his to Taylor up the middle. Got a little room. Gets across the 20 down to around the 18-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and long.
And that's kind of one of the things that I thought that they might do a lot is those little delays and misdirections. You know, when you have a team that is inexperienced on defense, if you can get eye candy going one way, you can get them moving in one direction instead of, playing their role, playing their technique, then sometimes you can get some nice yards, and they picked up a pretty good chunk of it right there.
3rd and 4, ball on the 18. Twins to each side, bring a man in motion. Now almost trips on the left side. Here's the snap. Give his to Taylor. He's met immediately and driven back. Going to be taken down around the 21-yard line. Looks like they'll give him the 20. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
And that was Biggs, and there's another sophomore. So I mean, I don't know if you're seeing a theme right now about defense, but there's a lot of youngsters out there.
Yeah, the last play and the linebacker Perez came in and made the stop on that. So I thought the sophomores are getting their name called a lot, and we're going to hear a lot of that this year.
4th and 6, ball on the 20. Twins to each side. Tailback to the left of Blend. Here's the snap. Glen looking to throw. Quick 5-yard stick is going to be complete right at the line, and they're going to say it's first down Glenrose.
Yeah, Glenrose did a good job out there. They had 2 out there, and a deep and just a quick out and out for the 1st and 10.
Carter.
I tell you, one of the things that Leonard was the quarterback for Glenrose last year, and he was one of the toughest kids that we played all year. I'm going to tell you what, Bland's come in right out of the gate, and he looks the part on the first drive.
Here's the snap. Give his to Taylor. He cuts it up, going to get down near the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 11. Going to bring you about 2nd and 7.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the Taylor brothers, 21 and 22, which we had anticipated.
Looking over to the sideline for the play call.
This is something Glenrose wants to do, Ben. They're controlling the ball. They're taking time off the clock and keeping the ball out of the Leopards' hands.
I anticipated them running the ball more, but they seem very balanced in drive 1.
Here's the snap. Bland looking to throw. Slant route is going to be knocked down by Jonathan Morehouse. About right as it came out of Bland's hand.
Yeah, Morehouse is a guy that he's been playing for 3 years, and he's been giving us some good linebacker time since he was a sophomore. He's one of the elders on the team now.
One of the old guys.
One of the few seniors that we're going to see step up and have a big role in that defense. But he's a guy that they've been raving about now. This is the 3rd year that the coaches have been real high on just his intelligence and his willingness to come up and hit somebody.
3rd and a long 7. Tight twins to each side. Here is the snap. Bland rolling to the right, looking for an out route. He's got a man who sidesteps the tackler and walks into the end zone. That was Cohen Carter for the touchdown Beavers.
I don't know. That was a good drive. You got to tip their hat. They had guys that were open. They mixed up the run. They mixed up the pass. They ran some, just straight right at you. They ran some off tackle. They ran some misdirection. It was a really, really good kind of a mix of play calling there, and when you can call a lot of different things, you got a lot of tools in the bag, you can build a lot of things.
Dawson Jackson on to kick the extra point. Bobbled snap, but they do get it down, and it is good. So with 7:40 left in the first quarter, it's Glen Rose 7, Malvern 0. We'll be back after this.
Red River Dodge of Malvern is thrilled to support the Leopards on the gridiron this season. Make sure you rush over to malverndodge.com to check out all the rebates on our new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams. We can't wait to support these guys all season. They work so hard all year long to represent our community on and off the field. Help us cheer on the team tonight. Go Leopards!
Good, bro. I mean, you all right, Chief? You all right, Chief?
malverndodge.com. Go Leopards!
And we welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. 7:40 left here in the first quarter. Glen Rose takes the opening possession down for the touchdown to lead the Leopards 7-0. Jackson ready to kick away. Braylon Watson and Dupree back deep to receive for the Leopards. We'll go to Watson, fielded around the 10-yard line. He's across the 20, 25, 30. Looks like he's going to be brought down around the 33-yard line.
Unfortunately, he ran into his own man by the 25, wasn't it, Ben?
Yeah, that's about right. I'm very interested to see what the offensive approach is for us. You know, last year, Cedric only threw the ball 16 times, and he ran the ball, 16 times. And so I have a feeling that we're going to be throwing. We started to throw the ball more and more as the season went on. And I will not be surprised if he's close to around 15 attempts at halftime.
Yeah, well,
This
particularly with the relationship him and Martin gathered, put together.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Leopards start in twins right, split left, but motion Braylon Watson into the backfield. Give is to him. He's getting across the 35-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 37. Nice gain on first down.
Yeah, positive yardage on first down, first play of the offense for the year. That's a good start.
It is, and you want to stay ahead in the change with a quarterback like Cedric Simmons, because he can pick up 4 or 5 with his feet anytime a play breaks down. And so you just want to give him an opportunity if things break down to pick up the first down. And if you're within 5 to 7 yards, you've given him a good shot.
2nd and 6. Leopards coming to the line. Twins to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. Here's the give to Dupree. Looking for room. Going to be upended as he gets back to around the line of scrimmage. May have gained a yard.
And one of the things that I think people, whenever you have an athletic quarterback like Simmons, a lot of times we like to focus on his legs. But goodness gracious, he completed, almost 70% of his passes last year. I mean, he was very accurate. And he is a true dual threat. A lot of times dual threat gets thrown around with guys who can run. But he's a legitimate run-pass quarterback.
3rd and 5 from the 38. Trips left, split right, up back on the right side. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. Going to find Chase McAllister on the little skinny post. Going to be brought down right at the 49, 50-yard line.
And that was a perfect explanation of what we're talking about. That was exactly
where it had to be.
That was beautifully thrown, right on target. He made it so that the defender had no opportunity and didn't do anything that put his receiver at jeopardy either.
No.
Leopards hurry to the line. 1st and 10 from the 50. Trips to the right. Give is to Dupree. Looking for room. Cuts up. Breaks the first tackle. Breaks the second. Gets across the 35 and lunges forward down to around the, 42-yard line?
Yeah. Jalen Dupree, the 10th grade running back, really showing some guts and speed there, Ben.
Guts and speed, and there's an intensity to the way he runs the football. I mean, it's not just strength and speed. It looks like he's coming with a purpose.
Yeah.
I love running backs that look like they have a purpose.
That's an attitude. A little bit of an attitude
to it.
There you go. Going to be 2nd and 2. Ball on the 42. Man split to each side as we do a nice little shift here. Got 2 backs, 1 to each side of Simmons. Give is to Watson. He cuts it upfield, has a lot of room. Across the 35, going to have enough for the first down to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I know Braylon's, there's some people looking at him. He went to quite a few camps this summer, and he's starting off well-deserved of the attention he's getting and going to get.
Well, yeah, and because a guy like Braylon can play so many different positions.
Yeah.
He can play outside linebacker. He may be fast enough to play safety in college.
Yeah.
He's turned into a really nice running back. I mean, that would be an option for him, too. He could play slot receiver for that matter.
1st and 10 from the 31. Man split to each side. Leopards again shift. Got one
Wow.
back to the each side of Simmons, up back off the right side. Here's the snap. Give is to the back. Gonna look at the number here.
That's
Genoa.
Harris.
Genoa Harris gonna pick up 9 on first down, all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Sound like a broken record, but it's another sophomore.
And Genoa was one of those sophomores that they actually brought up and saw significant
Yes,
time
he did.
in the playoffs.
Yes, he did.
So he's one of those that they're anticipating being possibly in that Madre Herald echelon of Leopard running backs.
All I hear is playoffs. Split right, back to each side of Simmons. Give this time to Watson, trying to bounce it out wide. Now gets over the 20, and ball pops out, but thankfully goes right out of bounds. Gonna have the first down.
Yeah, Watson's one of those kind of tall kids, long-legged kids. Doesn't look like he's moving a whole lot, but he's covering a lot of ground.
Long legs cover a lot of
Yes,
ground.
they do.
That's for sure.
I wouldn't know, unfortunately. Going to be 1st and 10. Ball going to be down on the 17-yard line. Simmons brings them to the line. Going to have twins left. Jabril Artis in that tight end spot. Got an up back to the right. Back is Dupree to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap. Give is to Dupree. Looking to get to the outside, and he does. Now cuts it up. Going to be brought down around the 12-yard line.
So one thing I want to do is I want to give a big thumbs up to Carter Martin right there,
that's what I was
because it would have been real easy to get a clip or a block in the back.
That's what I was going to say.
And he did a great job of putting the brakes on
getting out of the way
to keep himself from getting a penalty, because, I mean, what a difference it would be, 1st and 25 as opposed to 2nd and 5.
You always got to like when you get praised for not doing something. That's always interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
2nd and 5. Twins to the right. Dupree is the back to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap. Fakes the give to Dupree. Simmons looking to run himself. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gain a yard down to the 11-yard line and bring up 3rd and 4.
Well, I'm going to tell you, that was a heck of an open field tackle.
Yes, it was.
Give credit where credit's due. I think that was Harrison Roach. I think that's number 82 out there. Really, really, really fine tackle, because Cedric's no easy guy to bring down in open field. And if he doesn't make that tackle, it's probably a touchdown.
Yeah.
Will be 3rd and 4 from the 11-yard line. A rare huddle from the Leopards. They come to the line. Looks like it's going to be trips out to the right. Up back off the right as well. Simmons alone in the backfield. Here's the snap. Simmons rolling to the right. Pitches back to Braylon Edwards, and they just had it read beautifully.
Well,
that
I tell
was
you what, Xander May was all over that one.
And we were very fortunate that wasn't a turnover.
Yeah.
I mean, and Braylon, God bless him. I mean, he did a great job of not fumbling the football, because, he was being hit. He may have actually, the contact with Braylon may have been made before he got his hands on the football.
Yeah. It was blown up quick.
Glen Rowe's coaching staff is pleading, but forward progress is something you can't argue. We'll bring up 4th and 8. Going to have a man split to each side, up back off the left side, back to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap, fakes to Watson. We have a flag.
It's usually on the offense when they stop it like that.
And it will be. I believe we were lined up in the neutral zone.
Some of those first game jitters and errors you got to work on, get out of the way.
That will back the Leopards up. Now all the way back to the 20-yard line. Going to be 4th and 13, I believe.
Now, in years past, we've liked to run the fade right here, because we can get one-on-one coverage. We can keep the safety in the middle. But the one thing that I saw against Sheridan several times in that scrimmage is we hit the seam a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Trips right, split left, up back to the left side. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. And we have a receiver just absolutely get tackled.
Pass
That's
interference
Carter
all
Martin.
C-Mart was going through there, and took the two of them, just decided they'd take him down.
Pretty easy call there, and that'll be a first down for the Leopards, I believe.
Well, he'd made a move, and I think one of the D-backs realized he was going to be behind him, and the ball was going to come there.
And I was talking to Carter, I believe yesterday, and I was asking him, with Dante Reed was kind of the number one option last year, and now Carter's clearly the number one. But I was wondering, he was so successful in the slot. If they were going to move him to the outside, they are going to move him to the outside. But
whoa!
Well, that's interesting.
Whoa!
They waved the flag.
They waved the flag off for some reason, and we don't know how. Coach Plumlee wants the guys to explain this one to me.
I promised my wife I'd be good.
How do you wave off interference?
I don't know. The only thing I could say is it was rather close to the guys wearing red and white.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's confusing because there were you can't even, I mean, it'd be hard to call it inadvertent contact or incidental contact or whatever because
there was two guys hitting.
Yeah, and one of them had actually stopped, which is what caused Carter to trip.
Wow. Okay, here we go.
Nevertheless, 1st and 10 for the Beavers. They're going to have twins right, split left, two backs in the backfield. Glen fakes the throw, looking to her screen pass out there. Well read by the Leopards, and another yellow flag flies.
You got to think this is holding, yeah.
Only Glen Rose.
I don't think anything anymore, Ben. I assume nothing.
Well, hey, little brother, we're going to hold you that till we get into November, okay?
Take it easy. That will back the Beavers up all the way back to the 10-yard line. Going to make it 1st and 20.
But, they had some long down situations in the last drive, and they were able to pick it up. They've got a lot of different, ways to attack. Even with turnover, they've got a lot of different ways to attack you.
Well, Trips left, split right,
flooding
Mann
this
looking
side
to
over
throw,
here.
and he overthrows his target.
Yeah.
Incomplete, looking for Taggart Hayes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, they tried to throw it over Jabri, and if you have to throw it over Jabri to get to your wide receiver, you're probably going to throw it over the wide receiver because Jabri is not only he's probably about 6'3", 6'4", and then he can jump out of the gym. So, you got to get the ball way up in there to throw it over that guy.
2nd and 20. Twins left, split right, up back off the left side. Ball on the ground. Bland picks it up, and he's going to be planted in the backfield by the Leopards. That's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Yeah.
All the way back to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is exactly kind of what we needed. We want the ball back. We felt, you got to feel like we weren't necessarily treated fairly on the last possession, and so you want to get the ball right back because that offense is probably still a little bit emotional, not liking that situation. You get a little chip on their shoulder.
Well, they say ball don't lie.
Well, balls don't talk.
Well, I've heard it my whole life, Ben. Oh, that looked like a false start.
That's definitely motion.
Not called. Well, there's the flag.
In.
We'll just let him kick it.
It was a give up the middle. He's going to gain about 5 yards. We'll see what the flag was.
It's too late. I mean, he called that too late to be. The play was already in progress when he threw that, so it wasn't motion.
Oh,
yeah, they had holding on the interior line.
They had holding, yeah.
We declined it. It was clearly motion. That receiver took off.
That's always a good sign for your defensive line guys when their offensive line is getting some holding calls.
That'll do it for the first quarter. Glen Rose leads the Leopards 7-0. We'll be back with the second quarter after this.
At MNB, we know that every customer is different. That's why we provide one-on-one guidance from our lending professionals. Our dedicated team understands the importance of taking that next step, and we offer our customers superior financial products and services. Put the strength and stability of MNB to work for you, with loan structures tailored to help you make sound financial decisions. Come see what banking with a real community bank feels like. Visit us online at mnbbank.com.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Fields. We get ready to start the second quarter. Glen Rose faces a 4th and 21 from their own 9-yard line.
Leopards don't have anybody deep.
Bland takes the snap, rolls out, looks to punt it, and he shanks it off the side of his foot. Somewhere Rasheed Wallace is yelling, ball don't lie.
Let me tell you what the ball is going to do. It's going to be placed down at about the 12-yard line.
Ball don't lie.
So, sometimes you like a good gift, and that was a gift.
Sometimes? I like any kind of gift, even if it's not good.
Well, you always like a good gift.
Well, you're right.
Sometimes justice prevails.
Yeah. You are right about that. Leopards will start 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line. Very short field to work here for Simmons and the Leopards. Carter Martin's going to be split out to the left. Morehouse going to be the up back on the left side. Artis the tight end off the right. Got Dupree to the left and Watson to the right. Here is the give to Watson. Looks to get upfield. Going to have to fight off a tackler. Gets across the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
Boy, Heath Balance, I'm saying or Balance, I'm going to say it's Balance. Number 2 came across there and got a hold of him.
You know, sometimes I'm right and sometimes I'm wrong. And I said I thought that he might have about 15 passes into halftime. I think he's got like a grand total of 2 through one quarter. But I tell you what, Arkadelphia is really, they've really kind of stiffed their neck against the run. At some point, I bet we start putting the ball in the air.
Arkadelphia.
I say Arkadelphia, Glen Rose. The other rival.
I bet the under there.
There you
Simmons,
go.
A little bit.
There you go. That's
Simmons touchdown.
Simmons.
There you go. What happened there was a drop snap. I believe it was going to be handed, turned into a busted play, and Simmons just followed right behind the tailback all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Leopards.
And I tell you what, a quarterback that can run it's just a luxury, because even on plays that are not designed to be runs, you are never out of a play. The opportunity to have something good happen is always present when you have a quarterback that can move with his feet.
Yeah.
Jesus Rodea on to attempt the extra point. Carter Martin to hold. Snap is low. Carter picks it up, takes off to the right side. He's going to try to get in for 2. And he has made it. 2-point conversion good. Nice heads-up play by Carter Martin there.
We've seen that before.
Well, and, like I said, I mean, when we were talking, he may be the fastest guy on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, the work that he put in the summer, and you see the videos that Coach Warford's put up, he can absolutely move it.
Yeah.
And that right there, does he score last year? Probably not, but he turned the burners on and got to the corner.
I will apologize to our sponsors. I promise we will get into more commercials here, but I do have to say something about that, Ben. Coach Warford volunteered his own time. I know this is going to sound like torture to fly down to Miami, but to learn under a college strength and conditioning coaches, and looked up all kinds of grants to get this equipment to where we could do all these speed drills that we've been doing. And he's been holding what he calls speed school every Sunday throughout the summer.
Yes, he has.
And if you do follow Coach Warford on any kind of social media, you see that he is always posting videos and hyping these kids up. And it's something really cool to see, and we're really proud of Coach Warford and the effort that he puts in to do that and help our kids.
And you can see the results. You can see tangible results of the work. And yeah, I mean, obviously Coach Warford's putting in a lot of work, but those kids are also putting in a lot of work. I mean, that's not easy stuff, and they don't have to go. That's not mandatory. That's their extra time on the weekend, and that tells you about their commitment also.
Yep. So after the score and the makeshift 2-point conversion, Leopards lead the Beavers 8-7 with 11:13 left in the second quarter. Rodea has the ball set to kick. Will be Taylor back deep to receive for the Beavers. Kick is away. It is going to sail out of bounds around the 15-yard line, and the flag flies.
We talked a little bit about the running quarterback. I mean, it took a while, but even the NFL is starting to pick up on that. I mean, you look at the quarterbacks that can really move, and I'll pitch my Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen is one of those guys. Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott. I mean, the league is just getting inundated with Baker Mayfield. I mean, the league is just getting absolutely filled with guys that can really, really run.
Daniel Jones. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, Ron.
Nor does anyone trip on the 6-yard line like Daniel Jones.
But he was gone, Ben. He was gone. The only one that could catch him was the 6-yard line.
Yeah, that cricket there caught him.
And he did. Glen Rose will start from the 35-yard line. Going to have twins to each side. Taylor to the – whoa, we got a Wildcat formation. Taylor brothers in the backfield. Going to be Connor Taylor taking the snap, looking to throw. Got a man. It will be complete. Nope, dropped. Had a man, but it was dropped.
Well, it looked like when we arrived there with Eric Clegg, he wrapped him up and looked like he got a hand in there and got the ball loose. So
that's one of those, as a fan of ASU, we had a quarterback one time that nobody really ever knew, but he was going to underthrow everything. And we got a lot of pass interferences because of it. But you see all the Leopards were way back trying to defend the deep ball. Ball underthrown. They will stick with the Taylor brothers in the backfield. Again, will be Connor taking the snap, twins to each side. Here is the snap, going to give to his brother, this time off the right
What a
side.
hole.
He's got quite a lane as he gets across the 50-yard line all the way down to the 46.
Boy, yeah. Tyler Golden come across there and saved what could have been a touchdown because he would. The Taylor boys look like they've got some speed.
Yeah, and of course, we're kind of in a cover 3 looks, which means we're running zone with 3 guys deep, and when that happens, you can lose some guys off tackle.
Yeah,
because
you can.
Twins to each side. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Taylor to the right of Taylor. Here is the snap. Fakes the give to Taylor. Taylor will run up the middle. And he will be stopped in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be, they're going to give it a line. Yeah, right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like it was going to be a loss, but he'll get back to the line. 2nd and 10.
Advion Jenkins, 11th grader, was in there for that stop.
Yeah, and you can look at the bodies. The bodies on the defensive line look a lot different than the bodies we had last year. Last year they were like lean and tall and athletic.
Yeah.
This is more of a traditional defensive front. They're got some bigger girth, I guess we could say, and but that means they eat up blockers better, and you got to rely on your linebackers to run up and make plays.
Twins left, split right. Bland looking to throw, got a man right up the seam, going to get hit and dropped around the 28-yard line. That was Cohen Carter.
Yeah. Nice route just to slant across the middle and
a lot of room.
Yeah, a lot of room and did a good job. Hit him in stride. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the play action has really done them a lot of good in the early going. They've kind of been able to freeze the linebackers and to a degree even the secondary, and that's gonna produce some wide receivers that are open and give Bland credit. He's finding the open guys and throwing darts.
1st and 10 from the 28. Twins left, split right. Move Carter over to the left side. Here's the snap. Give is to Taylor up the middle. Going to get across the 25 down to the 24 before he's pushed backwards. Nice play there made by Keelan Janelle. I think. Maybe it was Jabrow Artis. Going to be 2nd and 6, ball on the 24.
And really, I mean, almost just thinking back, I mean, it seems like almost all of their offense has been really kind of based off of the play action. Seems like when they've had big chunk plays, it's come off of play action.
Yeah.
Twins right, split left. Carter, the up back on the left side. Give this time to the back off the left, fighting through one tackler and dropped by Tyler Golden. Maybe a gain of 1 there. That was Heath Balance on the carry.
Boy, Jabride Artis did just enough to keep him off balance and push him to the outside and allow Golden to get there. And
no pun intended.
And so I'd almost want to give Jabride half a tackle.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. At least an assist.
No. You didn't like the pun? Balance.
We're
balance off balance. It's going to be a timeout for the Leopards. We will be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. 3rd and 5 for the Beavers. Here's the snap. Bland looking to throw. 10-yard stick. He's got his. Nope, it is incomplete. Dropped by the receiver. Hit him in the chest. You should be. Oops, wrong one.
Yeah, I wasn't turned on.
I didn't want Ben to talk.
Tired of hearing of me, but I'm surprised that they threw the football there because we knew they were going to go for it on 4th down. I figured that would have been an opportunity for them to run the football, and at worst, you're sitting in the same situation, but probably you pick up 2 or 3, and that gives you a little bit of a shorter distance to go.
We'll bring up a 4th and 5 from the 23. Going to be trips out to the right, man split to the left, Taylor to the right of Bland. Here's the snap, Bland rolling right, looking to throw. Now the give is to Taylor, little delay.
He got it.
And he's going to dive forward and just barely pick up enough for the first down.
And it seems like everything that Glen Rose does, there's a little bit of not necessarily. There's a little bit of deception in everything, whether it's play action. There, they actually fake like they're going to do a sprint out pass, and then they run the draw. I think they understand that if they go toe-to-toe with the Leopards, they're probably not going to have a lot of success. But if they can use that deception, they can move guys in one direction and maybe come back and find guys in another direction.
1st and 10, ball on the 18. Here's the snap. Bland fakes the give, looking to throw across the middle, and it is intercepted. Eric Clegg's got it across the 10, the 15. Makes a man miss on the 20. And he's going to run out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line. Tipped, I believe, by Carter Martin. And then intercepted by Eric Clegg.
And, boy, everybody did everything perfect on that play. We did not, we kind of collapsed the pocket a little bit. He had to get rid of it. We got a tip, jumped the route. And then we ran the tip drill, the guy behind him, good concentration. And then we even had some blocking going on after the interception. So everybody had their heads on a swivel, knowing what they were supposed to do, and then made the play we needed to make.
You got to love a good tip drill. 7:16 left in the second quarter. Leopards lead 8-7. Trying to capitalize off a turnover. Simmons will bring them to the line. Twins right. Looks like Morehouse is the up back on the right side. Back to the left of Simmons. Give is to Genoa Harris. He's going to get up to around the 30. Looks like ball may have come out.
They're going to call it down.
They're going to discuss if it's down or if it came out.
Leopard saying it was down.
They're trying to figure out who's got the ball, so who knows? Well, there's the ball.
Well, they're going to help him, Coach.
He cannot keep coming out on the field.
Well, he can if they don't make him stop.
You're right.
Yeah, if they don't.
I apologize. You're right. They are going to rule it down, so it will be 2nd and 8 for the Leopards. Ball on the 30-yard line.
I tell you what, Hooten's picked Malvern by 2, and I tell you what, they may be they may be on the money.
Yeah.
Odds makers, we got a flag.
There's a flag.
Illegal substitution.
We didn't break the 12.
We didn't huddle, Ron.
How do you break the huddle with 12 when you don't huddle?
That's what Coach.
And that's actually what Coach Baker heard. Coach Baker, we didn't even huddle.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Coach
there.
Plumley, on side judge said, "Oh, how do you do that?"
It's kind of like you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. What if you don't make an omelet?
So. That's all we can say. He said in class this week we worked on counting to 12. Nevertheless, 2nd 13, Twins right, up back off the right side. Here's the snap. Give is to the tailback up the middle. That's Dupree. He's going to fight forward across the 30 all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Really nice gain. That gives you a makeable 3rd and 5, a much more manageable third and mid kind of situation, and you got to figure that the ball's going to be in Cedric's hands on this play.
Going to be a 3rd and long 5.
And really, this is one where you'd like to sustain a drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of sprint out with Ced here and give him an option to run or throw it.
Trips left, split right. Here's the snap. Simmons rolling to his left. Got a man as McAllister. He's going to get upfield and have enough for the first down to the 40-yard line.
Sid did a really good job then. When they closed on him, they closed up and opened McAllister up and did a really good job throwing across his body, going the wrong direction. Not the wrong direction, but, going left, throwing right.
Well, and they did sprint out, and of course, what that does is it makes the defense make a decision. Do I go after this guy that can run, or do I stay with my receiver? They all, to their credit, they bottled set up, but they had to get off a wide receiver to do it, and a good pinpoint throw by Simmons.
1st and 10 from the 40. Twins right, split left. Watson to the left of Simmons. Simmons takes the snap, looking to throw. Now flushed out of the pocket to the right. Going to tuck it, get across the 40, down near the 45. Looks like they're going to give him the 44. Gain of 4 on first down.
Boy, it sure looked like Carter broke free, and that It looked like he might have had an opportunity to hit Carter for a big play, and that's what we saw last year.
Yeah.
Carter and Said have such a great chemistry when plays break down. They just seem to have a magic connection to know where Carter was going to go, where Said needs him to go. And
particularly when they got in the end zone down there, real close. It was like magic almost.
And it looked like Carter had kind of found a spot there too.
2nd and 6, Twins left. Here's the snap. Give is to Watson. He spins off the first tackler. Going to pick up a few yards. Looks like it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 1 down to the 48-yard line.
I got to tell you, that was a pretty impressive small gain right there because that spin move was perfectly timed to kind of bounce off and end up picking up 2 or 3 yards. And you like 3rd and 2. You'd rather have 1st and 10, obviously, but with 3rd and 2, everything's in the playbook. There's nothing you can't run.
Right. You can open it up.
Going to stay Twins left. Watson to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap. Give is to Watson. He's going to get across the 50, have enough
there
to
go. He's
more,
gone.
and he is going to have reservations for 6 at the End Zone Cafe. Touchdown Leopards. Touchdown Braylon Watson.
52 yards.
And there was some blocking going on, but a lot of that was Braylon, just fighting through arm tackles, and so let's give Braylon a lot of credit right there. He was not going to be brought down easily, and then once he got behind that second level, nobody was going to get him.
And he got out there about the 20-yard line, looked like he was just showing off his speed.
Speed school. Carter Martin on to hold for the kick of Rodea. Leopards currently lead 14-7. Snap is high this time. Going to be fielded by Rodea this time. He rolls right now looking to throw back to Martin, and it's going to fall incomplete. So 1 2-point conversion good, 1 bad. We got to work on the snap.
Yeah.
And we will be back after a word from our sponsors. Leopards lead 14-7 with 4 minutes left in the half.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. Leopards lead the Beavers 14-7, 4 minutes left in the second quarter. As Ron did the coaches show this week, Coach Plumley alluded to keys to victory was one major thing was turnovers. Leopards able to get a turnover there and go down and capitalize and build on their lead. Rodea on to kick. This time better kick down the middle, going to be fielded by Taylor around the 15. He's across the 20, the 25, flag flies as he goes across the 30, down to around the 37-yard line. We'll see what the flag is.
Block.
That's going to be on Malvern.
We block.
I think hit below the waist.
He signaled below the knee block.
On the team that was supposed to be tackling.
On the team that's supposed to be tackling.
That has happened before.
It has, yeah. Yeah, okay.
He is stepping that penalty off, baby.
Well, I tell you what, it's going to set the Beavers up at 3:55 left here in the half. On our 40, looks like our 48, their 48-yard line.
And honestly, give the defense some credit because we have not done them any favors with field position today.
No.
And so to only have given up 7 points is a bit of an accomplishment in and of itself, actually.
Going to be 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line, back to each side of the quarterback. Going to be
really good job.
He's going to be hitting the backfield. Jabra Artis. And
boy, Heath Balance had no place to go.
Davion Jenkins.
Yeah, that was the end and the outside backer, and they both just did everything absolutely perfect right there. That was very, very well done.
Loss of what, Ben? That's a full yard and a half. We'll give them a loss of a yard.
There you go, doing math again.
I'm just reading the signs.
That can also be dangerous sometimes. Looks like Monrose is going to run the clock down and use a timeout. We will take it with them with, I don't know how much is going to be on there. We'll say 3:08. 3:08 left in the second quarter. Leopards lead the Beavers 14-7. We'll be back after this.
Orange Outdoor is ready to serve your outdoor needs at both their Hot Springs and Malvern locations. Orange carries the #1 tractor brand in the world, Mahindra, as well as tractors by Coyote, John Deere, Kubota, LT, and Massey Ferguson. For your residential lawn needs, Orange carries zero-turn mowers by Hustler and Spartan. Horn also carries a full line of outdoor power tools. For all of your outdoor needs, visit Horns at 3505 North Highway 171 in Malvern or at 3034 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. Going to have trips left, split right, back to the right of Bland. Here's the snap. Bland looking to throw. 5-yard stick. He's got his man. Going to fall forward to near the 45-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success with those short slants and in and down and outs, Ben.
Yeah, and you just wonder how much of it is that, we're trying to simplify things on defense.
Oh, I
We've got
agree.
so many young players, and we're trying to prevent the big play with so many young players. We're willing to give up some underneath stuff.
3rd and 2. Here's the snap. Give is to Taylor off
He is not going to get it.
side, and he's going to be driven
Oh,
backwards.
boy. We got to be a little careful about the
do you
chippiness.
see where they're marking this, Ben? Do you see where they're marking this?
Oh, my goodness. Well, make up your mind. Oh, my gosh, make up your mind. You got it up there? That's awful.
No part of his body got to the
Honest to gosh, people.
Got to the 47 and a half.
The referee looked at the ball, looked at where the
43.
marker was, and that's where he set the ball. Now, I'm right here on the 35-yard line, saw the whole thing.
I have nothing nice to say.
That's just the truth.
Twins left, split right. Here's the snap. Bland looking to throw. Got a man across the middle. Makes the catch around the 35 and going to be dropped right around there. Eric Clegg on the tackle. Draven McSpadden on the catch. Still trying to figure out where that phantom yard and a half went.
Wow.
Well, it's now what, 2nd and 2. We might want to treat it like 2nd and 1.
I mean, I don't. Anyway, I digress.
And we'll leave it at I.
Dang.
Trips left, split right. Here's the snap. Bland rolling to his left,
Too
looking
much
to
time.
throw, running
Oh, there
out of
was a
time.
hold.
Got to be
There's
a
a hold.
hold, not going to be called. Jabrow Artist knocks it away. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my Lord. There wasn't anybody.
Huh.
And, I guess I could see, the call being pass interference right there, but it's frustrating when there was probably a hold in the backfield. It looks like our guy's jersey clearly gets pulled away from the shoulder pads.
This is rough.
And we don't get that, but then we get the pass interference call. So that's kind of a frustrating one to take for sure.
Huh.
Especially after we got our pass interference laid up.
And they're going to
I
mark
apologize
way
for
up here.
the lack of words, but the words I want to say are not appropriate.
Yeah.
So
Federal Communications Commission is
there's
listening.
some words you can't say on the radio, I hear. Twins right, split left, 1st and 10 from the 20. Give is going to be balanced off the right side. He gets across the 15,
Wow.
still breaking tackles, gets across the 10, down to, well, they're
Close to first down.
going to give it a first
That was
down,
really,
9-yard
really,
line.
guys, that was a really nice run by Balance through there. I mean, we had some shots at him, and he was just quick enough and elusive enough to get to pick up the 1st and 10.
And he's a good athlete.
Yeah,
There's no question.
very good athlete.
Monrose hurries to the line. Twins right,
They move,
split left.
77
Here's the
move.
snap, balance again. We do have a flag fly.
That came in late, so that's probably going to be holding.
It actually came from our side of the field, too.
Well,
Our guy needs to start making some.
There it
Gonna
is.
be holding. There it is.
That's,
Which draws some
Guys didn't make a lot of goals. Our guy needs to make some.
draws a cheer from the crowd.
Ambient noise going on in here.
But that could be, those are the kind of plays that can really kill a drive. But down here, that they've got 4 downs to get this first down.
Yeah,
They're not in any.
Clock is running.
The clock's running, and the
trips to the right, split left, back to the left of Bland.
Man-to-man coverage on the far outside to the left.
Bland looking to throw across the middle. Got a man,
What a
and
pass.
he will
what a
score.
pass! What a pass!
That was Taylor. And that ends a very bizarre sequence of flags and all kinds of random things.
It's tough to get stops when you got a team. First of all, you got a team that can do a lot of different things on offense, and then you can't seem to catch a break with the officiating. It can be tough to prevent them from scoring.
Low snap for Glen. Rose kick is
Block.
driven directly into the line. Actually caught by a Leopard, but unable to return it. Nice catch there by Biggs. So with 36.5 seconds left in the second quarter, Leopards lead the Beavers 14-13. We'll be back after this. Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. Leopards do lead the Beavers 14-13 with 36.5 seconds left in the half. Dawson Jackson sets the ball up for the kick for the Beavers. I believe it will be Dupree and Watson back deep for the Leopards. Going to be an onside kick, bouncing, still in bounds.
Better get on it.
And still falling around. This is going to be a pile-up.
This will be interesting.
Malvern has it.
Okay.
They will take over on the 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
I get a little leery when there's a pile up for a ball in front of the Glen Rose bench.
Yeah.
I've seen iPads be brought out before. That's a story for another time.
Back in that one time where there was a review, is that what you're saying?
The one time there was a review.
That one time there was a official video review.
I don't know if it was official, but
well, the official looked at it and made an official call.
And made the call based on what he saw on the iPad. We think.
1st and 10, ball on the 28-yard line, 32.8 seconds left.
I do have to compliment our staff. The new down marker is lit up, and there's no doubt. Okay.
We've got a delay of game. I'm not sure if the play clock was reset or not, but we looked shocked by it. And now it'll make it 1st and 15. Man split to each side. Up back off the right side, back to the left of Simmons. Here's the snap. Simmons gives to Dupree. He's going to be met in the backfield and driven back from there. Going to be a loss on 1st down.
Well, I would say that may be the last play of the
I think so.
half.
I think the Leopards want to take a 1-point lead in here at halftime, regroup, look at some things, talk some things over, and come out in the second half and receive the kickoff.
10 seconds and counting left in the half. So the Leopards start slowly making their way over towards the sideline. And that will officially do it. We will go into halftime. Leopards leading the Beavers 14-13. We'll be back in a little while after some words from our sponsors.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett, and I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Got a few minutes left in halftime, but figured we would do a little recap of the first half in case you weren't with us. Leopards are currently leading the Beavers 14-13. Had a bit of an interesting way to get there. Had the first touchdown, low snap on the extra point, ran in by Carter Martin for the 2-point conversion, and then the classic overcorrection on the second snap being a little bit too high. and Jesus Rodea unable to complete the pass on the fire call. That's how the Leopards got their 14. Lots of interesting calls. Don't even want to get into what the penalty yardage might be. But, yeah, a lot. Ron, you got some stuff for us?
Well, I think not setting the tone of the game, but set the tone of the first quarter. You know, the Beavers take the first quarter, the first drive, march it all the way down the field, and with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left, Reed throws looks like about a 10, 11-yard touchdown, and they take the lead, and the Leopards hadn't touched the ball yet.
Well, I'm going to we've been talking about how many sophomores that we've playing on defense. Here's an interesting statistic. The only offensive player that is on this football team that recorded any offensive statistic against Glen Rose last year is Cedric Simmons.
Yeah.
Carter didn't have a catch. All the running backs were, Carradine, Relaford, and Hart. They're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, there is some experience on that offensive line, but the skill players, there's not a single skill player that recorded an offensive stat other than Simmons on this team. So there is a lot of turnover on both sides of the ball. And so the learning curve is going to be – it's pretty big. I mean, there's a big difference between ninth grade football and big boy high school football. And so, we knew we were going to have some growing pains. They mentioned it in the coaches show.
Yeah.
And so, but once there's the thing. We've got some boys that are going to grow up to be men this year after those growing pains are finished.
We get ready to begin the second half of action here. Leopards lead the Beavers 14-13. Jackson has the ball set to kick. Harrison Dupree back deep for the Leopards.
Good kick.
Going to be fielded around the 10-yard line. Actually dropped and bobbled. Now picked up by Harris at the 15.
Uh-oh.
He gets upfield, and he's got a lot of room. He's across the 40, 45, 50. One man to beat, and he's going to knock him out around the 45-yard line.
How many times have we seen that happen on a punt or a kickoff or whatever? You fumble the ball, and then you pick it up, and the defenders have come over, and half of them overrun the play or whatever. But anyway, great break, great run by the Leopards.
Yeah, I think sometimes they see the ball on the ground and they kind of stop. They freeze.
Yeah,
they're like, I want to go after the ball. I want to go after the ball.
Where's the ball? Where's the ball?
You can't let your guard down with a guy like Genoa because he can absolutely fly.
Somehow ball marked at the 48-yard line. Don't really know how. Going to be 1st and 10 from that area. Flat 48, though. It's going to be trips to the left, split right. Up back is Morehouse off the left side. Simmons alone in the backfield.
The wind in his wake went out of bounds.
I hear you. Simmons takes the snap. He's right up the middle. Got a little bit of room. Going to now cut up, get across the 45, and be brought down around the 42-yard line.
I get the feeling that first play is basically an announcement that, okay, we're not playing games anymore.
Okay.
We're going to let Simmons kind of take this football game over.
Yeah, here we
and
go.
We're going to try to create some distance.
You're going to stop him, then we're going to throw the ball over your shoulders.
Twins left. Morehouse the up back off the left side. Give is going to be to Watson. He's going to get across the 40 down to around the 38-yard line, right at the mark to gain.
Interesting spot. See where we.
And see what they do with this spot. Yep.
Going to be a first down, Leopards.
Okay.
Really good 1-2 punch right there. And we clearly have, I think, the athletic advantage. We have the strength advantage, and so that maybe we're just going to try to overpower him here this half.
Two backs, Watson to the left, Dupree to the right. Give is to Dupree off the left side. Going to get across the 35 down to around the 32-yard line.
I am, and I'm not second-guessing or anything, but I am a little surprised at the lack of us passing. And, of course, this is only our 4th possession, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. And
we had one of them who went 52 yards for a touchdown.
And it is a rivalry, but you also want to keep people healthy.
Yeah.
Here's the snap. Give is to Watson off the right side. He cuts it up, does a little spin move. Going to have enough for the first down to the 25-yard line.
And it really seems like
here
conversation we had with the offensive line at
Yeah.
halftime.
Yeah.
You know, whether it was adjustments or it was, you know, some fire breathing, I don't know which one it was, but it seems like the offensive line is having a little bit better start to this half than they had in the previous half.
I really like Braylon Johnson on the defensive side. Watson, I'm sorry, on the defensive side of the ball. But boy, I tell you what, he's playing some tailback tonight.
1st and 10, ball from the 25. Carter Martin split out to the left. Morehouse the up back off the left side. 2 backs in the backfield. Give is to Dupree off the left side. Going to get over the 20, the 15. Knocked out as he gets down to around the 13-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like the Leopards have said, okay, we're going to line up. And
they're doing it off of the backs of a really young offensive line. Yeah. You know, I mean, we talk about Cedric Simmons a lot, but man, how about Vinny Winters? Vinny Winters is a guy that's already getting big-time college football offers as a sophomore. Jack Bullhouse is starting at center as a sophomore. Brian Lawrence is starting at the other tackle as a sophomore.
Yeah, and Brian's a big kid too. Wow.
Same formation. Here's the snap. Give is to Watson this time off the left side. He's going to get down to around the 10-yard line. Going to be probably 2nd and 7 from there.
And it looks like our isolated player of the game, Leonard Leach, is playing some guard.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And so, you know, and he's just a junior. So this is, and I think Trayvon Marshall may be is the only senior out there. So this is going to be a group that we get to see grow up a little bit.
2nd and 7. Martin split out wide right. Morehouse the up back off the right side, back to each side of Simmons. Simmons fakes the give, going to take it himself. He fights forward, down across the 5, down to around the 3-yard line.
That'd be close to 1st and 10. Let's see where they spot it.
Looks like it's going to be just short.
Going to be 3rd and 1, I believe.
3rd and wow, third and looks like 3rd to football to me.
Well, it looks like Vinny's on the right side. I'm going to suggest that we may be running the ball to the right side.
Wait, now he rules first down?
He
rules first down, so now it's 1st and
now
goal.
It's 1st and 10, okay.
Going to stay in the same formation. Martin out to the right, Morehouse right back to each side of Simmons. Give is to Watson. He cuts it up, and it's going to be in for the touchdown.
Well, no, they had that, and they put, Hutchins? They're lining up there as an H-back, or I can't get it. It's either him or Morehouse.
It's Morehouse.
Is his Morehouse? Yeah, they line him up there in that H-back, and it's kind of like that's a lot of weight and a lot of muscle.
It is. And you
behind
know,
Vinny.
When you need 1 or 2 yards, you just look and see, you know, where they put that. Put Winters, and there's a good bet that's where the football's going to go.
Yeah. Leopard's not even going to fool around with the extra point this time. Line up for the 2-point conversion. Ball spotted on the left hash mark. Twins left, split right. Bring a man in motion is Watson. Looking to throw back, got a man wide open, and it is caught for the 2-point conversion.
And
can't see the number.
Is it 6? Is that Jabri?
It is Jabri Artis.
Yeah.
So, with 8:35 left in the 3rd quarter, Leopards lead the Beavers 22-13. We'll be back after this. And we welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards lead the Beavers 22-13. 8:35 left here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, guys, even at 22-13, it's like I don't feel I can relax yet. Can you, Ben?
No, and you know, well, that's just kind of been the way that the series has been.
Yeah.
You know, it started off with us, you know, drumming them pretty good, but
then
you know,
they came back. They made us 2 or 3 times in a row.
I think the overall series is like 6-3 in our favor, but it's been real close recent.
Rodea's kick will bound down to around the 18-yard line, fielded there, across the 25.
Good open field tackle.
Hit and driven backwards by a host of Leopards.
I'm trying to see who picked him up first.
I believe that was Balance on the return.
Yeah. I'm not so sure, but it looked like Hunter Adams may have been in there early. It was either 23 or 21, 22.
And, you know, We mentioned Leonard Leach as a defensive tackle. He's been playing mostly offensive line today. He's out there right now. So I feel like they've kind of determined we're gonna try to make a statement here in the early part of this half, and be interesting to see if Leonard can make one of those plays in the backfield that we had anticipated him possibly making.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Glenrose runs a man off late. Somebody would say that is an illegal set. He wasn't set. Good night, 11. Okay, anyway, the run, he's got a lot of room down across the 45-yard line. Glenrose brought a man on late. He didn't even get anywhere near set. No flag.
That was a quick hitter that opened up really quick, and nice game by the Beavers.
Twins right, split left. Up back off the left side, back to the right of Bland. Here's the snap. Give this to Taylor up the middle. Got a lot of room as he gets across the 50, down across the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Boy, they're having a lot of success running on their left side, aren't they, Ben?
They are, and right now it looks like their tempo is moving a little faster than it was in the first half as well. I don't know, if they thought that they maybe saw something, but now they're slowing it down. But that last play was run real quick after the ball was spotted.
Twins left, split right. 2nd and 1 from the 44-yard line. Up back off the left side, back to the left as well. Here's the snap. Give is to Balance. He's going to be driven back in the backfield. Never trust the spot, but it will be a loss of 1 in this time.
Yeah, and that was Biggs and
my gosh. That gave him the line of scrimmage.
No, they backed it up 1 run.
No, well, then I didn't think they moved the marker on the other side.
They did.
And it looked like Leach was in on there as well, the isolated player of the game.
3rd and 2, ball on the 35-yard line, or 45-yard line, my apologies. Twins right, split left.
Look at how many guys we have at the line of scrimmage right here.
Here's the snap to Taylor. He's going to fight forward across the line of scrimmage. Now across the 35, falls forward over the 30 down to the 29-yard line. We'll pick up the first down for Glenrose.
Well, that's one that is going to make Coach Brumfield rip his hair out, because he had exactly the right call, and he just, give the running back credit. He made a sidestep, and we missed a tackle, but absolutely the right call. We had people in position there to make that stop.
We'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Tight formation here for Glenrose. Basically tight twins to each side. Fakes the give to one Taylor, gives to the other. Up the middle. Going to have maybe a yard there as he's driven back.
Levin's hurt. He got a cramp.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And we have a unsportsmanlike call coming here. I believe it was Taylor upset with how late he was tackled and threw a little bit of a shove. That will bring an unsportsmanlike penalty on him. He started to mark it from the spot of the foul.
He gave him a spot of the foul, 15-yard penalty.
I'm just going to get another Gatorade on that one.
I know this is not good radio,
but we're going to change the down marker to 2, I would imagine, at some point.
We marked the foul from the spot of the foul.
Now we're going to have a conversation about it.
Okay, now they're going to move it back.
Yeah, now there's going to be a correction.
He gained a yard and 15 yards from the dead ball.
He gained a yard.
Oh, anyway, going to be 2nd down and long. I'm not going to do the math. Twins left, twins right.
It's over with.
It's a madhouse.
It's a madhouse. But anyway.
It is that. Taylor to the right of Bland.
Bottom line is the Beavers got a ways to go.
The snap. Bland looks to throw. I believe we have
I think we have motion on the offense. I think they started early.
Wow.
The guy back there standing beside it won't call it.
That'll back Glenrose up again.
And we've been in this cover 3 look all night. I mean, and so And really, that's kind of when you have a 2nd and 23 situation. That's not a bad. That's
not a
bad base look to be in.
Yeah.
And basically, what at home, what that means is when you have cover 3, that means you've got 3 guys covering deep parts of the field. But now we're almost in a cover 4 look.
2nd and 29, twins to each
Yeah,
side. Here's the snap. Bland looking to throw. Fade route going to be intercepted by Malvern. He gets across the 40, 45, 50. Brought down right around there, and we have another flag flying.
And I'm guessing by the way where that is, I don't think that we were blocking anybody. That's probably going to be a face mask or something.
That was
along those lines.
Carradine with the interception.
Carradine really sat back there. He sat on the ball. The ball, unfortunately for the Beavers, was way unfloat. I'll get it out in a minute. Short.
They did call holding on us after all.
But
you saw where the flag came from.
Anyway, I will get it out shortly.
But I'll say this.
It was an underthrown ball, and Carradine really played it well.
And a really good job of not biting on that pump fake.
Right.
Because he really sold the pump fake.
He did.
And we did a good job of not jumping that route and staying back.
Oh, okay. 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Leopards lead 22-13. Going to try to capitalize off the turnover there. Carradine with the interception. Simmons brings with the line. Twins left, split right. Up back off the left side. Here's the snap. Fakes to Dupree. Simmons looking to throw. He's got it. Man, if he can get there.
Oh!
Just out of the outreached arms of Carter Martin. Simmons had to throw it quick, and he laid it out there. Martin just unable to run it down.
I'll tell you what, 2 or 3 more Saturdays of speed school, and that's probably a touchdown.
No, I tell you what. He was separating.
Absolutely the right call, just a little too far. But, even though that's not the result we wanted, that kind of stuff can open things up for you because that's a scary moment for a defense.
Oh, yeah.
Twins right, twins left. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to run immediately. That ball comes out, picked up by Dupree, and he's still trying to fight forward for yardage. Interesting play. Is going to gain us about 4 yards, narrowly avoiding a turnover there.
We may have a Glen Rose player down.
Yeah.
They're having to go so many of them going both ways.
As Ron alluded to earlier, this is where the lack of numbers will hurt you. Hot, humid temperatures will get a lot of cramps. We're going to take an official timeout as they work on him. We'll be back after some words for our sponsors. Leopards lead 22-13, 5:32 left in the third quarter. We welcome you back into David Alpe Field, Claude Mann Stadium. Leopards face a 4th and inches from the 49-yard line coming out of the timeout. Going to split Martin out wide to the left side. Going to have Morehouse and Watson as up backs off the left. Dupree. It will be Simmons taking a direct snap all the way up. Going to pick up a big gain and have plenty of room for the first down.
Oh, yeah. Got it by about 10 yards. And you knew it was going on the ground. What we didn't know is if he was going to hand it off to one of those big backs or if he was going to keep it himself. And
all 3. That's a pretty good-sized backfield.
And when you got a guy like Cedric, handing it off is just one exchange too many probably in a situation like that.
Watson to the left, Dupree to the right. Here's the snap. Give is to Dupree up the middle. Trying to fight forward for yardage. Going to be near the 35-yard line. I believe they're going to give it to him.
Well, side judge over there has, unless the referee changes it.
And, that's kind of that was a lot of young backs will try to break out outside. They'll end up losing yards because they're trying to cut it outside and make a big play. Let's give Dupree credit right there. He recognized, okay, I can pick up a solid 3-4 yards just by ducking my head, getting behind these big boys.
Stay behind the big guys.
It's not a sexy number. but it's 3 or 4 yards that we didn't have.
2nd and 7. Simmons takes a snap looking to run all the way. Got some room as he breaks a few tackles up the middle. Going to be brought down just past the 25 down to the 24-yard line. First down, Leopards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that offensive line is earning their keep this half for sure. So they've, whether it was adjustments or just a change in attitude, the offensive line seems to really have got their mojo going.
Well,
in this third quarter.
You know, and that, you know, it's going to take first game. It's going to take a quarter or so to get everything lined out. Unless when you're playing a very quality opponent like we are, that's the way it works most of the time.
Going to be a delay of game.
Wow.
Or did we get a timeout off? Will be timeout Malvern with 3:24 left in the third quarter. Leopards lead the Beavers 22-13. We'll be back after this.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. Leopards leading the Beavers 22-13. Going to come to the line, 1st and 10 from the 24. Here's the snap. Simmons fakes the give, but it's going to be blown dead.
He made a call from Malvern. Whoa.
Offside.
Chill. Will be offsides on Glen Rose. Now going to be 1st and 5 for the Leopards. Ball down to the 19-yard line.
How important has the kicking game been? I mean, we've benefited somewhat because we should have 21, but because we've not snapped the ball well, we've actually got 22.
Well, not only that, special teams they did what they kicked an 8-yard punt.
They've missed an extra point. Their bad punt. We had a nice return.
1st and 5. Martin split out to the left. Here's the give to Harris, looking to bounce it out wide. Trying to fight through a tackle. Going to pick up a couple yards.
Maybe a couple.
Down to the 17-yard line.
I'm going to tell you, Jalen Dupree, he ended up getting I don't know if that was a defensive end or
I believe that was Taylor.
But he had somebody on skates, and he just ran him past the ball carrier and just kept him going backwards for about 10 extra yards.
Going to be 2nd and 3, ball from the 17. Martin going to stay split out to the left.
And he's got man-to-man coverage out here.
Watson to the left. Harris to the right. Fakes the give to Harris. Will be Simmons looking to run around the left side. Now cuts it up. Gets down over the 10 yards. Still fighting for yardage. Going to get down to around the 6-yard line. Another first down for the Leopards.
I'm just telling you. I know he's a quarterback, but I'll tell you what, he'd make a great tailback.
Yeah, he's just graceful with the way that he runs.
Yeah. And the way he picks these holes, Ben, is just like, I mean, there didn't look like there's any place to go, and he picks up, 7, 8 yards?
Well, and when most people change the directions, they have to plant a foot and cut, and he didn't.
It
was just like he just kept running and looked like he was running a straight line, but he managed to turn about 85 degrees.
Will be 1st and goal from the 7. Here's the snap. Give is to Watson off the left side. He's going to get down over the 5-yard line down to around the 2 or 3-yard line.
I thought Braylon was in there for a minute, but the linebackers for the Beavers closed pretty quick, really quick.
They did. I got to figure that this is a kind of a statement opportunity, but we're just going to say we're going to come right at you, and if you can stop us, you can stop us, but we're going to come right at you.
Here's the snap. Give is to Harris.
Ball
comes out.
Ball came out.
And they
may have it.
And I believe Glen Rose does have it. Absolutely huge play there. Malvern has a chance to put a lot of space between them and the Beavers, and the Beavers come away with a very key turnover there.
So, we said we're going to come right at them, and if you can stop us, you can stop us, and darn if they didn't stop us.
Yeah. Looks like ball will be marked on the 2-yard line. Glen Rose are going to take over there. 1st and 10. 1:43 left in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, Leopards leading 22-13. Absolutely huge play in the ball game. If Glen Rose is able to take it down there and score, that's going to be the one I believe everybody's going to circle as the shift of momentum, because a touchdown there would have been.
What they've got to be careful about, they do a lot of slow developing plays, and slow developing plays at your own 2-yard line can be safeties real quick.
I believe Glen Rose is going to take a timeout. With 1:40 left in the third quarter, Leopards lead 22-13. We'll be back after this.
I'm not talking.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Leopards leading 22-13. Glen Rose just had an absolute massive turnover to get the ball back, but they are in a hole starting from the 2-yard line. Here's the snap. Give up the middle to Taylor. Looking for room over the 5. Looks like he's going to get down to around the 8-yard line.
That was really, really a good pickup. I'm really impressed with these Taylor brothers, and they're kind of like bookends. Look like to be about the same size, same weight, speed. They're
One of them's got 81 yards and one of them's got 80.
One of them's got what?
One's got 81 yards and one's got 80, said.
Oh, has he thrown?
2nd and 5. Trips right, split left. Kind of a pistol formation. Taylor behind Bland. Here's the snap. Bland gives to Taylor. Bounces off the first tackler. Now cuts it up. Gets across the 10, across the 15, down to around the 16-yard line. First down, Glen Rose.
Yeah, Glen Rose really dug themselves out of a hole there. They're back on the 2-yard line and just run the ball on a couple plays, and they're not out of the shadow of the goal line yet, but they've really gave themselves some breathing room.
1st and 10 from the 16. Twins to each side. Back to the left of Bland. Bland takes the snap, looking to throw. Looks like this play was blown dead as well.
I think a wide receiver was moving towards the line of scrimmage at the time of the snap.
They're way out of the box.
Motion on Glen Rose. Yeah,
They're down on the 20-yard line.
the players' box is not really holding its job there over there.
It's a mere suggestion.
That's right. Here's the snap. Bland looking to throw. Quick 5-yard stick, and it is dropped. Incomplete.
That may do it as the third quarter winds
well, it shouldn't
down.
Because it's incomplete.
I'm about to say, why is the clock running?
Yeah.
Well, all we can say is it's the first game of the year. There's been a lot of mess ups everywhere around tonight. We promise this. You keep listening to us, and everyone around here, we'll get better.
We'll get better.
Twins right, twins left. Back to the right of Bland. 2nd and 15, ball on the 11-yard line. Bring a man in motion. Now up back off the right side. Here's the snap. Give to Taylor up the middle. Going to fight forward back to around the 15-yard line. Bring up 3rd and about 12.
So I think I can safely say that'll do it for the third quarter.
I believe you were right this time. With the Leopards leading 22-13, we'll bring you back for the last quarter after this.
Daniel Heat and Air provides both residential and commercial heating and cooling services. Daniel Heat and Air is family owned and operated and takes great pride in making their customers feel like family. With over 40 years of service in the Hot Springs and Central Arkansas area, Daniel is ready to serve your needs with certified technicians on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For your heat and air needs, call Daniel Heat and Air at 501-293-0782.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium.
You know, we've had some big plays, Ben, but this 3rd and 11, you know, Glen Rose this deep in their, if we can stop them here and make them punt or make them, you know, make a decision, it'll be really big for our defense and our offense, particularly after suffering the fumble down there.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that we kind of give like we're giving a 4-deep look, but if you'll notice, one of the safeties will actually come up.
He's walking up.
Here's the snap. Bland rolling to his right, looking to throw. Now fires, has a man around the 21-yard line.
You got to make a tackle.
Didn't do it.
He hops over a man and will pick up the first down to around the 30-yard line.
That's a big pickup for the Beavers. That's a really, really big pickup. The receiver did a good job of coming back for the ball and circling around and getting away from a tackle and picking up the first and 10.
That was a Taylor brother, and he's cramping on the sideline.
And we're kind of been giving them that because the corners we're not playing man to man. We're not pressing. The corners are coming back, and that's going to leave
those
curls
those
and
open zones.
Those short, kind of. Yeah, they're not even really slants. I mean, they're just kind of sitting down into an open zone, and so those are going to be open.
Here's the snap. Glen rolling to his right now, gives to the tailback. Balance, trying to fight back around the other side. Nothing there. He's going to lose a couple.
And he took a shot at the end, too. I think that was Nathan Jones that kind of
I think
cleaned his clock there.
58, Nathan put the touches on that. Wasn't the finishing touches. He finished him off.
2nd and 12, ball on the 28-yard line. Looks like it's going to be twins to each side. Balance to the right of Glen.
Yeah, we are a little bit. Kind of a 4-2-5 look almost for where Jabrai's really a versatile player. He can kind of play a linebacker in, almost a safety type position.
Here's the snap, 5-yard stick, wide open, looking to get upfield. Going to be brought down around the 37-yard line. 3rd and short.
I think it's getting a little chippy out there now, boys.
I think he was just telling them you play to win the game. Going to be 3rd and 2 from the 38-yard line. 10:27 left in the ball game. Leopards leading 22-13.
Another thing that's showing up here is our. I'll cover it in a minute.
Twins right, split left. Up back on the right side, back to the right of Bland. Here's the snap. Give is to Taylor up the middle. Got a lot of room as he gets across the 50-yard line. Still going. 45-40. Going to be knocked out of bounds around the 35-yard line.
I would not be surprised if there's a flag over on a late hit I
believe there is a flag. Tough to see, but I believe it's there.
Because he was probably a little further out of bounds than he needed to be when that last shot came in.
Well, the coaches are out there making the call.
I think that one of the issues they're going to have to address is we have had some missed tackles. That's not uncommon at all in game one. But I would imagine we're going to go through some tackling drills over the course of next week.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Twins right, split left, up back off the left side. Here's the snap. Give is to Taylor. Now looking to reverse force. There's nothing there. He's going to be dropped for a loss on the play.
Well, and how many new defensive linemen did Coach Plumley say we had?
Oh, well, they're all new. They're all new.
Yes.
I rest my case.
And, that one there, Kyson Biggs kind of cut him back to the inside, and the defensive tackles cleaned it up.
Vinny Winters.
Vinny's going to go out and play a little defense. They're going to put a defensive tackle or end.
2nd and 14 from the 24. Twins to each side. Taylor to the left of Bland. Here's the snap. Fakes to Taylor. Now looking to throw. Fade route. Incomplete. Carter Martin on the coverage.
Carter had him covered, too. Nice coverage.
We have a flag.
Yeah.
It's got to be holding right there, right?
I assume nothing, Ben.
Man, that could be on either side.
Personal foul.
Hands to the face on Glenrose.
No, now he's saying it should be going to Malvern.
Personal foul.
Or maybe are they offsetting?
Nope.
Oh, nope. Huh.
Good Lord. If you're going to make a personal foul call, at least have the intelligence to know who you're calling it on.
Oh.
Well, if you don't know who you're calling it on, it's not very personal.
That's true.
That was an impersonal foul.
That was an impersonal foul.
Oh, never mind. Here we go. Still going to be 2nd down. 2nd and short. Twins to each side. Taylor to the right of Bland. Referees still discussing. Now we're winding the clock. Going to be balanced to the right of Bland. Tries to get Malvern to jump.
I think they did.
Wow. So that'll be 5 more yards. Or
Now, well, wait a minute. The referee just signaled illegal procedure against Glen Rose, and they're walking it off against Malvern. I mean,
we're coming back. We're coming back.
These guys are clowns.
Gee whiz. This is 4A football. These are referees, and this is completely embarrassing.
They've confused both coaching staffs to the point
they don't.
They're not even.
It's just
they're not
like,
even arguing anymore.
What the world?
Both coaching staffs are like, maybe. We'll just
Second
roll
and
with
7. Ball on the 17-yard line. Twins to each side, back to the left of Bland. Here's the snap. Fakes to Taylor, looking to throw across the middle.
Really good coverage.
Great coverage. You're not getting it 6. Good coverage.
Braylon Watson there. Looking for a slant route, blanketed by Watson.
Well, Watson's got the size and the ability and the speed to cover those.
Yeah, and of course now it's clearly 4-down territory. They're inside their 20. The kicking game for neither team has really shown any evidence that going for a field goal would be an appropriate thing to do. So they've got 2 downs to pick up 7 yards, which means draw plays and little wraparound traps are in the playbook here.
Here's the snap. Give is to Taylor. He missed the
wow.
first one, but stood up on the second one. Is going to bring up a 4th down in about 2 or 3.
Yeah, about. Yeah, it looks like a long too, doesn't it?
They're going to call it 3. 4th and 3 from the 13. 8:26 and counting left in the ball game. Leopards lead the Beavers 22-13, but Glen Rose is threatening.
And there is some confusion they're going to have to call a timeout. There was some serious confusion.
Well, they ran on some different players and didn't like what they had out there, and so timeout. We'll be back.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. 4th and 3.
dropped the
Taylor on the
ball.
direct snap, and he's got a lot of room. He's going to score.
He looked like he dropped the ball and had a hesitation, and things really opened up.
8:07 left here in the ball game, and that score will bring Glen Rose to within 1 or 2, depending on what they choose to do here. I believe they did have 12 men on the field there, but they, like Michael Chance, were told there would be no math. Dawson Jackson on to kick. Kick is away, and it is good. With 8:07 left here in the ball game, Malvern 22, Glen Rose 20. We'll be back after this. Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, and we have a good one. Malvern leading Glen Rose 22-20 with 8:07 left in the ball game. Dawson Jackson has teed the ball up for Glen Rose. Genoa Harris and Jalen Dupree back deep for the Leopards. Kick is away. Going to be low, fielded around the 15-yard line by Dupree. Across the 20, now the 25. Looking to get to the outside, now cuts up. Across the 35, ball comes out, but they're going to say he was down. Going to be around the 36-yard line.
Boy, he had a gap there for a minute, but it closed up on him real quick.
Yeah. But good field position.
We're looking for an 8-minute drive.
I'll be happy with 6 points.
Yeah.
Well, 8
I mean,
points.
I would prefer 7 or 8.
8 points would be better.
If we're going to start asking for things.
Never hurts to ask.
1st and 10, ball on the 38-yard line. Twins right, twins left.
Or the 62.
Will be Morehouse the up back on the left side. Simmons now brings Watson in motion back to the backfield to the right of him. Here is the snap. Give is to Watson, looking to go wide to the outside. Now cuts it up. Flag flies.
I'm not real sure.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, of course.
That's going to back the Leopards up 10.
What was the signal?
Holding.
Holding.
I wonder what the total number of penalties called tonight is.
I don't know.
Several.
It's got to be high. Did you bet the over?
I don't bet on high school football.
You're right. I don't either. Public service announcement.
It's probably an ethics violation for educators.
Yeah, no, it's completely a joke. Twins right, twins left. Morehouse the up back on the right side. Simmons by himself. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. Quick out to Carter Martin. He gets across the 35, down across the 40, down to around the 41-yard line. Now it's gained by Martin.
That's that quick out we saw a lot last year, Ben.
It is, and that was a really, really nice play there to put us back on schedule to get a first down. You know, I mean, you needed to pick up a big chunk, get about half of it back, and we did more than that and actually got us into a pretty decent second down position.
2nd and 7, twins to each side. Here's the snap. Simmons immediately looking to run. Going to get up across the 45, down to around the 46-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
Third and 3. Yeah.
And Glen Rose is, I mean, they're daring us to throw. I mean, they've got nobody beyond the line of, within everybody's within about 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. They're they got a couple of guys stuck deep here, but they may roll up. But they've been playing a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, twins to each side. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw.
There he is, 6 is open.
Now going to release the ball deep and.
What? I mean, Carter Martin was out of bounds. What? I don't know what that call was.
He was saying that he went out of bounds. That's what the hat coming off means.
Yeah, but I think Jabra was probably the guy to throw to. I think he had him in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Jabra was coming across the middle. Yeah, big play here, guys. 6:19 left in this ball game. It's 4th and 3, and looks like the Leopards are going to go for it. 4th and 2. Yeah, that's a 2. I'll call okay.
4th and 2 from the 46. Twins right, split left. Up back on the left side, back to the left of Simmons. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to run. Got plenty of room.
And he's got a whole bunch of them.
He's got reservations for 6 at the End Zone Hotel, right about the D and Leopards.
Simmons want
touchdown Malvern.
52.
So with all due respect to your 8-minute drive, I'm satisfied.
There's your 6. I still ask for 7 or 8.
Yeah, asked for 7.
To be determined.
Wow. I mean, he was as wide open as 21 was when he went up the middle. Or who was that?
Taylor.
Taylor, when Taylor took off up the middle. But Ced was just out there. he was out there cruising. I don't think he ever put it up in 4th, did he, Glen? Ben? I mean, he's kind of stuck in 3rd and never had to hit that last gear.
We said the Clint Boyer or something? We got NASCAR here.
No,
going for 2 here. Going to be off the left hash mark. Trips left. Leopards are going to have to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Recover. 6:14 left in the ball game. Leopards lead 28-20. We'll be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Crucial 2-point conversion coming up here for the Leopards. They're going to have twins right, split left. The up back is Morehouse on the right side. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. Now rolling right, trying to fight off of a man. And there's a flag flying. Could be in the area of face mask.
And they actually could possibly call that on set. I mean, his hand was up around.
They called face mask on Malvern, so it will be no good. So with 6:14 left in the fourth quarter, Leopards lead 28-20. We'll be back after this. Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. Leopards lead the Beavers 28-20, 6:14 left in the ball game. Jesus Rodea will set the ball up to be kicked. Taylor deep to receive for the Beavers.
As I said off air, guys, it's a critical situation now. The Leopards really need to stop. You know, they.
And kick is away.
Good kick.
Going to be fielded by Taylor around the 11-yard line. Gets across the 20, 25, 30. Down to around the 33, it looks like they're going to give him. First and 10.
We don't know yet.
Well, I think they're on the 32.
Well, you know, one thing, Hooten's had Glen Rose dropped all the way down to 14th to start the year in the 3A. I'll tell you what, I'll be shocked if there are 13 teams in the 3A that are better than Glen Rose. I know they lost a lot and lost a lot of offense and a lot of production, but you know, like we said, I mean, this Glen Rose program has gotten things going, and they're reloading more than they are having to retool. Rebuild.
They got some big kids too.
Twins right, split left, up back off the left side. Here's the snap give to Taylor. Now breaks out to the left side. Got a lot of room across the 40, 45, 50. Going to be drugged down there by Eric Clegg and Tyler Golden.
I'm going to tell you that Dalton Taylor has a really, really good vision. You know, we had him kind of bottlenecked, and he felt that he had some space to his left, and he didn't hesitate. He made the cut, got to his left, and I think we might have been slanting to our left, and it was kind of a bad mixture that allowed him to break free and pick up some yardage.
First and 10, ball on the 49. Twins right, split left, up back off the right side. Taylor to the left of
knocked down
Bland. Bland looked for the slant route, and I believe that was Artis who skied up and knocked it down.
Yeah, and that's the benefit of having a tall, long arms, you know, outside linebacker, safety, hybrid type of guy that can knock a lot of balls down. And we missed him throughout a lot of last year. He missed a lot of time last year.
Yes, he did. He got hurt in a Hamilton game or early, didn't he?
Played the whole second half with a separated shoulder, I think.
Yeah.
Twins right, split left, up back off the right side. Taylor to the right of Bland. Second 10 from the 49. Give is to Taylor up the middle. This time going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and they will get nothing there.
Boy, Jashawn Carradine just swallowed him up at the line of scrimmage and didn't let him get much further than that.
Actually, somehow gained a yard. I'm really not sure how. But it will be 3rd and 9 from the 50-yard line. 5 minutes left in the ball game. Important note to mention, in a close one, Glen Rose down to 1 timeout, Malvern with 0. Twins right, Twins left, back to the left of Bland. Here's the snap. Bland fakes the give. Has a pump fake, now steps up into the pocket. Has a man, Taylor, across the middle. He's going to be brought down around the 38-yard line. First down, Glen Rose.
Wow. We can't get any pressure on the quarterback. It's.
Well, and you know, you mentioned the size of that. There's some big boys.
There's some big,
number 77,
yeah, 56, 52, 57, 65. I mean, these are 60. Yeah. These are big kids.
There's 77 going off. The Ethan Epperson, he's a big kid. There's no question about it. They got some nice size hogs up front.
Twins right, split left. Here's the snap. Give is to Balance, looking for room up the middle. Not a lot there. Still fighting for yardage, though. Going to be brought down just short of the 35. We'll give him the 36.
4 minutes and 21 seconds left of the ball game here. Glen Rose is at the Leopard
36.
36 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left with a 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7.
He hit the circle button and did a nice spin, but spin right into a Leopard set of arms.
Twins right, split left, up back on the right side, balance to the right of Bland. Here's the snap, give is to balance up the middle. Gonna fight forward for yardage, not a lot there. May pick up a couple down to the 34-yard line.
Yes, brings up one of those third and long. We're going to call it what? 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
Looks like right in the middle. Looks like close to
3rd and 5.
They're going to we're going to have to look for a down and out, a hook or a slant, don't you think, Ben?
Could be, but again, they got 2 downs to pick it up. I wouldn't be surprised to see them run it and see if they can't get 4 or 5 right here and put them down at real short range and open up the playbook for 4th down.
Twins right, twins left, back to the right of balance. Balance rolling to the right, looking for somebody to throw to.
No pressure.
Gets it away, it will fall incomplete.
Really
nice
good
defense
coverage.
by Artist
Very
there.
good, Artist. Yeah, that was perfectly timed.
And I was looking across, and every Glen Rose receiver was covered. I mean, we had them blanketed.
Yeah.
Really, really good coverage in the secondary, and the problem is when you do sprint out to one side, the problem that you have is it's hard to cut back the other way. It's hard, if you drop straight back, your quarterback can go right or go left, but when you sprint back towards the sideline, you've cut your
you cut your options down.
4th and 5 here. Twins right, split left. Bland looking to throw. Got a man across the middle, but it is going to be broken up by Tyler Golden. Leopards take over on downs.
That's 2 really, really good defensive plays, being the last 2.
And really well timed.
Yeah.
And it's real easy to jump in there too early and make contact.
Yeah, Glen Rose coach went out and tried to kick the ball. Now he's got 1 foul, maybe another. We'll see.
Well, I'm sure what he was protesting about was wanting pass interference down there.
He was, but it was not. It was nicely timed by Tyler Golden. But I understand at the time when the game's on the line, you got to make the argument.
Well, yeah. Keener's wired a little tight too. He's a great coach, but
hey, look,
he's wired a little. Yeah, we love him. I tell you, I like the kid, but
I make no complaints, Ron. I would have done this. I don't know if I would have done the exact same thing, but
sure,
I would have made the argument for sure. At least let him know I wasn't happy about it.
I don't think I had to kick the ball. You're.
First and 10 for the Leopards after the penalty. Ball will be on the 49-yard line. 3:10 left in the ball game, leading 28-20. Carter Martin split wide out to the left, 2 up backs to the left, and Dupree over there as well. Simmons will take the carry. He reverses field, going to be dropped right around the line of scrimmage. Nice play made there by Ty Hood.
Okay.
And one thing that we're seeing this year that we didn't see a lot of last year is a true tight end. We're seeing a lot of tight end, and Keelan Janelle is that guy right now. And last year, what we had was we kind of had a little up back that acted as a secondary blocker, kind of right behind between the guard and the tackle. Yeah. That was Malachi Asher's role last year. But now they've kind of almost taken that out. Of course, Morehouse, I think, is in there now. But we have replaced that more with a full-time tight end, or at least more tight end play.
Same power formation. This time give is Dupree off the right side. Going to get across the 50 down to around the 48. Going to bring up 3rd and about 7.
We're going to have to pick up something here, or Glen Rose going to get one more shot at us.
Yeah, but at the same time, you almost don't want to put the ball in the air.
No.
Because you can they can call a timeout, but that would leave them with no timeouts remaining. On their drive, but I could definitely see us kind of sprinting out with kind of an option type.
We don't have a timeout. I guess we're going. Okay.
Play clock down to 5. We do have no timeouts.
3, 2.
Here's the snap. Simmons looking to run off the left side, fighting for yardage. Not going to have anywhere near the first down, but does pick up 1. Going to bring up 4th and 6, and that will be a timeout for Glen Rose.
Yeah.
With 1:31 left in the ball game, Leopards lead 28-20. We will be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett, and I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
We welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. One-score ball game here. Leopards clinging to a 28-20 lead, 1:36 left. Malvern faces a 4th and 5 from the 46-yard line.
I would not be surprised to see us go with a hard count and try to get them off sides. And we did it.
Oh.
Wow, he clearly went into the neutral zone.
Wow.
And in high school, that's 5 yards. I mean, they don't get a chance to come back.
Simmons going to punt the ball away.
Really
Bounce
good
forward,
punt.
Don't touch it. Going to go out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Carter Martin Drusda.
What's he screaming about?
He was saying, go get the ball because Carter knocked it back in and we walked away from it. We have a flag down.
I have no idea what that could be about right there.
I don't. My only guess is somebody had to say something.
Personal foul.
Blocking the back.
Back. Glen Rose. Wow.
That's got to be a tough one because you don't even have a return and you still have a block in the back.
Well,
that's got to be frustrating.
Glen Rose has got 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. What? Do the math. 96 yards.
Will be 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line. Going to be trips right, split left. Taylor going to be to the left of Bland. 1:30 to go, 96 yards. We'll see if the Beavers can do it. Here's the snap through his legs. Bland just.
That's a safety.
It's a safety. Bland just kind of looked at it strangely.
Yeah.
And then it just goes through the back of the end zone, and that'll be a safety.
Safety. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was very interesting. I mean, he had a chance to pick it up, and he just acted like he didn't want any part of it. Leopards tried to dive on it and ended up knocking it through the end zone.
It was, yeah. He may have realized when the ball hit the end zone, it was over with. It was over with anyway.
Now Leopards lead 30-20. 1:25 left on the clock. And barring a miracle, the Leopards are going to escape with a win.
Barring a 10-point play.
Look, tonight, I'm not ruling anything out.
And just a couple of scores from around the conference that we can find here. Maumelle is beating Robinson 41-28. And Hot Springs is getting trounced by our other rival, Arkadelphia, 43-7.
Wow. That's a surprise to me.
It is. It seems like the post-Buster Thomas era is getting off to a fine start.
Guess so.
In Arkadelphia land.
Ben, last I heard, the belt still sits right behind us back there in the high school.
That's right. Ashdown has headed the Queen 42-0.
All right. The kick after the safety, set up on the 20-yard line, will be Dawson Jackson. Hands team on for the Leopards.
Interesting.
They kick it deep.
Better get on it.
Dupree fields it around the 30 and just decides to go down with it.
And
Smart move.
we can take knees at this point.
Yeah.
This is what everyone's favorite formation is.
Well, we're snapping it. We're in the inverted V because we snap. We go from the shotgun.
We've had impersonal fouls. We've had inverted V's.
I tell you what.
Welcome to football season, baby.
Welcome to Malvern Leopard Homers. I mean that little broadcast crew.
But now
it's been an interesting game. I tell you what, Glen Rose is going to win a lot of football games, guys.
No doubt.
That's a well-coached, big, talented team. And I don't see that their lack of depth really hurt them tonight. Did you?
Had a couple of cramps.
The cramps
but
was
still,
about it.
But still, I mean, they
Simmons takes a knee on first down.
They hung tough, and you know, I'm impressed with Reed Bland. I'm impressed with the Taylor brothers, and I'm impressed with their offensive and defensive line too, guys.
You know, normally in the V formation, the running backs are behind the quarterback in case there's a fumble.
Yeah,
If we did that, it would be the Y formation because, you know, you kind of, you know what I mean? It would.
I do.
It would
I
like
do know what you mean.
Scarily enough, we understand what you're talking about. That's scary.
That looks more like a T.
Simmons takes the snap and takes another knee as clock runs. Looks like we will have to take one more snap. Just tenths of a second.
Yeah, that's on the official right there. They should not have started that play clock for another second or so we can get out of here.
I mean, it's probably half a second between game clock and play clock. If you want to get technical, it's 3rd and 19, ball on the 20-yard line. One knee away from victory. Here's the snap, and Simmons takes it. And your Malvern Leopards will start the season 1-0. Hard-fought brick ball tonight, guys.
I tell you, it is. Like I say, I'm really impressed. I'm impressed with our sophomores. This was a really, really learning situation for them. And I tell you, I'm impressed with these Beavers from Glen Rose. These kids are going to make some noise in 3A.
They are, and I tell you, when you look at the precision that Glen Rose had offensively, I mean, they threw the ball
yes, they did.
with a lot of precision. And the fact that our young defense was able to hold them to 20 points, they kept things in front of them. We had some missed tackles, had some missed assignments, but by and large, I think you have to be very pleased with the progress that we've seen out of these young guys on defense. And he talked about some growing pains. I think it just kind of gets the feel that by game 5 or 6, once we get into the heart of conference play, that defense may be a monster to kind of deal with because they're very athletic. They're lacking experience.
That's a good mixture of orange and white out there on the field. The kids have all they were kind of waving and they just kind of went together and a lot of high fives and hugs.
Nobody really knows what to do.
Nobody really knows what to do, but they were just kind of migrating together, and all of a sudden they were everywhere. So
and it's a rivalry game, so you kind of have a little bit of animosity, but they know each other.
They know each other. Yeah.
So they're like, okay, well, I don't like you right now, but I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, so we'll see you at church.
The total yardage for both teams is 319 yards.
Total yardage for both teams, 319 yards.
And how many times do you have total offense for 319, both teams?
That's the total for both teams.
That's and
50 points.
And 50 points.
That's
but when you add in the penalty yardage, we're probably up over 500.
Yeah, well, no comment.
No comment.
But I mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot of hidden yardage in this game that you're not going to see when you look at the offensive stats.
Yeah,
because there's a ton of penalty yards.
Well, as we get ready to close this one down, we'll talk about what Coach Plumlee said keys to the game: special teams and turnovers. And man, that played a huge role tonight in both positive and negative ways for both teams. A lot of things to shore up for next week. As there's no rest for the weary. Malvern will be back here at Claude Mann Stadium welcoming in 6A Lake Hamilton, who I don't know if they played tonight, but I know they put the beat down pretty good on Lakeside last week. So
yeah.
Gonna have to shore some things up and get ready for that matchup.
And Ben and Seth, it's gonna be one of those things that we were talking earlier off air, Ben. Lake Hamilton's just they're gonna flex their muscles. They're gonna line up against you, and they're just gonna run the ball down.
There's not many old school teams left that are 4A and higher.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 3A, 2A schools that are still pounding the 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Hamilton is one of the few big schools that do it still.
I don't know whether they have those same backs they had last year or not, but boy, I tell you what, those two guys were monsters.
I bet they got 5 guys up front that are coming in over 250, 265.
Yeah, they will. We hope to see you here if you cannot make it.
We will have our work cut out for us.
That's right. If you cannot make it to the ball game, as always, we appreciate your listening. We'll promise that not only will our team get better next week, but we'll get better as a broadcasting team as well.
We hope.
We thank you for listening tonight, and as always, stay classy, Malvern.